ladies, I hope you're well today. Let me just get myself all organised. Just wanted to pop on, and obviously all of you know me, and I just wanted to say I hope you are finding the membership okay, because I've upgraded you guys. So please come on and just let me know how you're getting on, because you're the first of all of the people that we're going to have on the membership, and I've upgraded you guys to the $14.99 for free to get you in the space, so I can find out what you think about the everything. Think about everything. Tell me what you think about the habit breakers. If you haven't been on, I would really love it if you went on and had a look for me. I have just finished college, so I've just got home. So I just wanted to pop on and say hello. And if you've got any questions, please message me direct. And if you want to explore more about habit breaking, getting your confidence, learning more about health and fitness, please message me. So I'm going to hop on to my other channel in a moment, in Boss It and Beauty, and really want to ask you a few questions before I go. How is your confidence at the moment? Are you struggling with your weight? And is there any habits that you need to break? Leave them in the comments below. I'd really like it if you could reply. I know you're all very busy and I know it's very difficult, but I'd be really appreciative if you could just type something below so I can work with you guys, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you and guide you. And if you are struggling with anything, I'm here to support you, and you get it for free. So I hope that helps you, and I will be in touch very, very soon. Once I get some questions and some feedback, then I can set up some nice conversations with you and help you. There is one thing I'd like to talk about quickly, and this is really important. I mentioned it on my Facebook page this morning. I was on a group, a perimenopausal group, and I was really shocked how many people are saying they got no sleep, they're getting no sleep. Now, I am a bit of a nag when it comes to this. This is why I am a high performance coach, because I teach people to get going. I like people to really work. You know, I can sit there and pussyfoot round everything for you and saying, oh, don't worry, it will get there in the end. You know, you just got to keep trying. But I like to change the physiology in the body, and I like the mind to change as quick as, well, just quickly, because you can do that. You can actually change your state instantly, and I will teach you that later on. But there was loads of women saying they're menopausal and they're perimenopausal and they're not getting any sleep and they're eating okay but not healthily, and it was just a really dreary space to be in. It made me think that these people are exhumed by dreary, negative, unhealthy comments in this group. And it's not going to uplift anyone. And everybody seems to want to be menopausal, or they don't want to be. I shouldn't say it like that, but they blame the menopause for everything in this group. Not saying you guys, because you're in here and you're not them, but it was really unnerving to watch it unfold. You know, someone put up, I can't sleep, and which most of us all our lives have had situations where we can't sleep. And it's not always about the menopause. It is about maybe you're drinking too much coffee. Maybe you've got a trauma that needs to be sorted. Maybe you've got an underlying issue with your health. You know, not just the menopause. Maybe you are worried about something that's going on in your relationship. Maybe you're on your phone till after 10 o'clock. Maybe you're not sleeping enough because you're on medications that might not suit you. Does that make sense? So I was seeing all these comments going, yes, it's the menopause, yes, it's this, it's the menopause, the menopause, the menopause. And it was like, it actually made me feel physically sick, because those who are going through the menopause are getting so much fear, so much insecurity from that post. I was like, God, you know, maybe, you know, this is going to happen to me. And oh, this really worried me. And I thought, hold on a minute, what about if it doesn't happen to me? And what about if I could do something to make my life a little bit easier than worrying about it? So obviously, you know me, and you know that I love my health and my fitness, and I eat very, very clean food, and I do sleep. I don't smoke, I don't drink. You know, everyone hates me because I'm so pure. But I wasn't that pure person that I am now, because I was constantly always having a drink. I was smoking, I was doing stupid things, I was up late, I was always on my phone till 1 o'clock. And I felt so much anxiety. I felt destroyed. Yes, I do get a little bit of problems with body image issues, but I work on them all the time. But that's nothing to do with the menopause. It's to do with aging. It's to do with aging. I think what happens is we get to a certain stage, and I think social media have really pulled up on this. We get to a certain stage and then it's like 40 and over, 50 and over. But when you're in your 30s and 20s, there's not many groups about that. You know, everyone's just doing their thing, having a good time. But when you get into 30s and 40s, 40s and 50s, there's this massive group issue. Oh, I'm aging, you know, I've got menopause, I'm struggling. And it's like, you know, you didn't have them groups, or they don't have them groups for people who are sort of going through their menstrual cycle, you know, when they're young. I don't see anything about that. I try and look for it, but I don't see anything. It's almost like we've got this mindset that when we're menopausal or perimenopausal, that's it. It's the end of the road, and we blame everything on it, and it's so sad. And that's what I'm going to talk about over the next few weeks. I'm going to give you advice on, as you know, I am very, well, some people say I'm ADHD or got slight Asperger's, whatever, but I don't label myself because I'm not that person either. But I do research everything. So if I've got a bee in my bonnet, and if I think, hold on a minute, how can we make this a little bit easier for myself, I will research it enough until I've proven that it works. Now, it's not going to work for everybody. And if you've got to have the right mindset as well. You've got to be conditioned, you've got to break habits, and you've got to challenge yourself. Menopause is very challenging, and I understand where everybody's coming from, that it's a problem. But it's a problem more if we do not break some cycles, some habits. You know, we're not 20 anymore. You know, we need to cut down on the alcohol. We're not, you know, 20 anymore. I keep saying 20 anymore. Not 20 anymore. Cut down on the alcohol. Cut down on everything. Cut down on smoking. Cut down on processed food. Cut down on Deliveroo. Cut down on going to the pub and spending all your money. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But we have to understand that we're going through a different stage in our life, that we need to change the way we are, because we're nowhere near who we were when we were 20, and we're nowhere near who we were when we were 30. And if you're 30 and at the moment, you'll be nowhere near when you're 40, and you're changing all the time. So why do we keep going back to, oh, I used to be like that? Yes, you did. You did used to be like that, and congratulations, and pat yourself on the back that you've got to this stage and you're healthy and you're well. But people still need to have this something to make them feel better for maybe not exercising, maybe not giving up the booze, maybe not giving up the caffeine so much, maybe not giving up the smoking. But I need it because I'm so stressed, or I need it because my kids do my head in. I need it because I don't have any time. So there's always these excuses. So what the Health Fairy is, and what the habit breaking membership is, it's there to break the habits. Now, I did a 100-day challenge, and it's life changing. It changed me completely. I went and done a college assessment today, and I stood up in class and I did it. Now, I can tell you, if there's anyone on here who know me, will say, how did you do that? Because I would never have done that a year ago. I would have never stood up on stage and talked about my business like that. And I don't fear anything, because I've conditioned myself to get excited about fear. Doubts. Yes, I do have a little bit of problem with flying, but I'm going to work on that, because I don't want to sit worrying about flying for 2 weeks before I go on holiday now. Before, it would be like 6 months. Oh my God, I'm going on holiday. And it would worry me sick. But now I've conditioned myself to not think about it, to get excited when fear starts, and to energize myself when I start to doubt myself, and I start to do something like exercise or I drink more water, whatever, to just exercise my mind, to take it off that fear-mongering thing that goes on in here. And it really does, when you start to think about flying or issues that you have or any fears, you know, it can really niggle and it can really ruin your day. So you've got to change your mindset. You've got to do something else that's going to serve you and not make you feel worse. So I just wanted to come on just really quickly just to introduce myself. We have had a few changes, obviously, because that's what we do when you're starting a new business. I've got a lovely assistant called Freya, who is supporting me massively. So this means I can come on and do my lives and support you guys. But I need you to go into the membership. I know there's people in there doing the habit changing, but I know there's a few people who haven't even logged in. So all you need to do is I've given you the extra membership for free. So you can go and have a look. There's recipes in there. There is 6 or 7 challenges. There's going to be a few more. I will be adding them shortly, but we don't want too many too soon. The challenges are not all exercise. Some of them are for mental health. Some of them are for technology reboot. Some of them are for mums, and one of them is for Boss It and Beauty, so facial care. As you can see, I've broken out in loads of spots at the moment, so I do apologise. That's why I haven't been on, because I've just like literally suffered with a great big breakout of food, because I've changed my diet in the last 2 weeks as well. So I'm always changing. Everyone says to me, oh Sarah, you're always so healthy and everything about, you know, you're always boring. I have to change my diet as well to suit me, because it just fluctuates at the moment. And as we're going through that change, which I talked about earlier, you know, we have to work with it, not against it. We don't need to hate the menopause. We don't need to hate perimenopause. We just got to work with it. We've got to work with the nutrition. We've got to work with progesterone and estrogen, and we've got to be healthier to make it work for you. I know how hard it is, but I will be talking about this in the next few weeks. Anyway, because everyone isn't going through the menopause, I don't want to clog it up with talking about it. So anyway, I thought I'd just pop on. I will add this to the membership. If you can comment below and let me know how you are finding it. Obviously, I want it to be a really nice community eventually. It's very, very new at the moment. I'm just literally adding things as we go. If you can think of anything that would serve you, please let me know and then I can add it. So I'm trying to think about building a forum in there so you can put up your own recipes, or I can leave it in here. But Facebook is a bit hit and miss. People don't use it these days that much. So I'm going to try and build a community within the membership, but I don't know how yet. So I'm going to have to learn that. So give me time, but enjoy the space. It's free to you. You've got it for the $4.99 or whatever you paid for it. And then I've given you the extra one for free, because I just feel that you guys need to have a look in there and tell me what you think. So have a lovely evening. I'm going to hop over to Boss It and Beauty now, because I've got some news, and I will speak to you later. Have a good evening.